Starting a business, especially an online business, is an exciting and potentially life-changing adventure. And as exciting as this journey can be, it can also be very overwhelming and daunting. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing about the Online Business Ignition course and how each of the lessons in that course covers in-depth topics to help take the stress and the guesswork out of coming up with a solid business idea and going through the proper steps to validate it. If you're new here, my name's Trudy Rankin. I'm the founder and director of West Island Digital, and as a digital strategist and online business consultant and coach, I help businesses personalize their online sales funnels so that they can keep more of their revenue. I'm also passionate about helping people create thriving online businesses that not only allows them more financial freedom, but more flexibility, more ability to set your own schedule and have your day the way that you want it. Now, in my 15 plus years of working in digital technology, I've met so many people with big dreams of entrepreneurship, or people that have new businesses. And all of these people are in vastly different parts of their entrepreneurial journey. Yet they all have one thing in common. The idea of starting a business seems so overwhelming that it prevents them from taking any action at all. Paralysis, basically. Now, I've always wanted to set up my own business. When I was 9 years old, I set up a small business venture selling candy to my siblings. And when my children were born, I worked really hard to find ways to bring in a bit of extra cash. But when our children got older, I went back to work and I ended up going down the corporate career path. Now, don't get me wrong, I really loved it. I really enjoyed it. But that idea of starting my own business still stuck at the back of my mind. It wouldn't go away. It just kept niggling along. And so a few years back, I was in a situation where I had to choose between staying in a really toxic work situation, go find another job, or start my own business. And the decision was a no-brainer, really. I just decided it was time to strike out on my own. It was either now or not do it at all. But it was not a smooth path, not smooth at all. I struggled to come up with a business name. There were so many different ways that I could help people that it took me forever, absolutely forever, to work out what services I both wanted to provide and what people needed. And it took even longer to find a way to let people know about those services without feeling like I was a used car salesman. And trust me, I'm one of those women who just cannot stand the idea of coming across as being a used car salesperson. It just doesn't sit well with who I am. And the technology, there are so many different kinds of software out there, and trying to decide which ones to use took up an enormous amount of time. It didn't help that I actually really love digital technology. So I'd spend way more time than necessary testing them out to see what they could do, because it's just fun and it's easy for me to do. So why not do that? Because it's easy instead of the hard stuff like learning how to actually sell really well. So to cut a long story short, it took me way longer to get my fledgling business set up and viable than I wanted it to. But once I had it figured out, things really started to hum. And other people started asking me for help in getting their own online business started. And sometimes, they'd know exactly what they wanted to do, but more often than not, they wanted help in coming up with and validating a business idea that actually fit their strengths and interests, and in finding out what products and services that people would pay for. And that's why I developed the Online Business Ignition course. Now, this course walks you through 7 lessons, from brainstorming business ideas to validating your business idea for market viability. You want something that's going to sell, right? You don't want to just create something for fun. So I created and refined this course based on my own and other people's experience. So you can have more clarity on coming up with a solid business idea and then going through each step to then confidently know your idea is ready for the next steps of starting and launching your business. So the 7 lessons include lesson number 1, your strengths. Lesson number 2, your audience. Lesson 3, your product. And lesson 4, the information products. So you can have physical products or you can have information products. Lesson 5 is service delivery. And lesson 6 is the build and the marketing side of things. Lesson 7 are the research techniques. So research techniques that will let you go back again and again and again and test ideas, check them out, and see if they would be a viable business. So when creating an online business, one of the areas people struggle with most often is at the beginning of the journey. And here are some reasons why. First of all, they don't have a business idea, but they're interested in starting a business. But if they do have a business idea, they don't know if it will succeed in the current market. And they're really, really nervous about taking a risk on something that they're not sure is going to be a success. Or they don't feel like they have any qualified past experience to start a business. So this is why in lesson number 1, we walk you through defining your strengths, acknowledging your transferable skills, evaluating your strengths, and identifying what's important to you. Because if you try to work on something that's not important to you, you will not stick with it. I can guarantee you that you will eventually burn out and you will end up hating it. So you need to be sure that the thing that you choose as an idea is going to actually be important to you. So to spark extra creativity, we want you to brainstorm each of these sections so you'll be able to gain more clarity on your strengths and what specific needs you see around you and your community that you can help solve. So if you've always wanted to start a business but don't know where to start, this course is for you. And as a special gift, we've created a fun worksheet to help you brainstorm your business idea. So click the link below to receive a free copy of the worksheet. And I hope you decide to take advantage of this amazing opportunity. And if you have any questions, please email me at information@westislanddigital.com so that you don't miss out on this amazing opportunity. And thank you so much for watching.